Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. How's it going?
I'm good. I'm happy to be finally talking to you because I've been a fan since everybody's fine but me,
Oh,
honestly.
no way. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, yes, I love their voice.
That's so crazy because I left for the US that year as well. And I actually
Right.
wrote most of that EP. That was my debut EP. I wrote that when I was still in KL. I wrote that during lockdown. That's also one of my favorite songs from that project too. So I'm so glad that you like it.
But let's take it back to the beginning. You are a self-taught musician. You
Yeah.
learned on YouTube, right? Which is so
I
crazy.
did. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I've been singing ever since I was young. It was something that my mom got me and my sister into. Well, we started off doing like more like Indian traditional fine art, but then that was like when I was 6 years old. I stopped almost immediately after that, and then I fully self-taught myself everything. I taught myself how to sing more like contemporary pop music, and then
Yeah.
when I was 12, I taught myself how to play the guitar. I was 14, I taught myself how to produce and songwrite. I did everything through YouTube and pretty much experimenting on my own. And then I started like making music, or at least giving it a try when I was 17. I started in 2019, and I was a junior in high school, and it just like worked out, which is so weird. Like it's weird, but it's fun. That's awesome. I honestly don't think I could have asked for anything more.
Do you remember the exact moment where you were like, okay, I'm gonna do this music thing. I'm made for this and I'm gonna go?
Yeah, no, it was when I first started. I had a song from way back. It was called Useless that I think also played on the radio and like
I love that.
yeah, that like hit a bunch of like editorial playlists, and then like on Spotify, and people from all around the world were reaching out to me, and it was like one of the most craziest experiences. And then a couple weeks after, I flew to Singapore to open for Alec Benjamin.
Yeah, you
And
got
that was when it
discovered
was- yeah,
from
pretty
that
much.
one song.
Yeah.
You were then invited to open
Yeah.
for him in Singapore. So
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. It all happened on a whim. I pretty much flew out the day of the show, flew back the next day. It was crazy. That pretty much jump started everything. And then
Yeah.
obviously like there was a weird limbo where and I always tell people this here because Omar Apollo is like gigantic now, and I opened for him in KL, and that was February 29th, 2020. That was literally only 2 weeks before we went into lockdown, and then it
Yeah.
was like the whole thing. Like I didn't really know like what I was gonna do because obviously like a musician's entire livelihood is off like touring, and I was like, oh my god, I just started my career, like what am I gonna do now? But I kept writing, and I somehow figured it out. But honestly, I think through like that experience, and also just being here and being exposed to like I think like more of a music industry and writing with a lot of people, I think I've honed my craft a lot better than I did when I first started, and I'm very grateful for that. Really excited for like everyone to hear it, like as like we put out singles and like as it comes out later this year.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. It's coming out in July, right?
Coming out in July, yes.
What we're playing on high rotation on hits right now is Try Hard.
Oh yeah.
Even from the intro, the instrumentations, I'm like, whoa, what is this? I love this. Why don't you tell us what Try Hard is about?
Tryhard was the last song we wrote, and I wanted a song. I think everything I tapped into like the somberness and like the sadness in me, and I think everything and like the rest of the album is like a lot more emotional. Tryhard's a lot more upbeat and a lot more happy sounding.
Now, finally, I know it's hard, but can you try hard to wrap up everything that you miss about Malaysia in 30 seconds? When was the last time you came back?
October of last year, so
Okay,
relatively recently, but prior to
Okay.
that I hadn't been back.
So it's still fresh?
Yeah, still fresh.
Okay. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds on the clock right now. Are you ready?
Yeah, no, easy.
So just shout out everything you miss about Malaysia, okay? In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, nasi lemak, roti canai, kopitiams, mamaks, LRT, MRT, the bus, monorail, any sort of public transport, food delivery, so much cheaper. Just seeing Asians generally, like languages, instead of people just speaking English, and then even then a terrible version of it because they pronounce things incorrect.
And with that, time is
Is that
up.
done? Awesome, cool. I think that was really good. I think that was solid. I think that was solid.
Solid effort. Thank you so much, Rufus, for talking to me about your upcoming album. I wish you all the best. I can't wait to hear it. And yeah, all the best.
No,
Looking
likewise,
forward to
thank you
more.
so much. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Thanks, HITZ. It's been awesome.